Welcome to another PEP video. Today we'll be looking at the 2021 Ability Test past paper. We're going to go through the first 20 questions of the past paper. Okay, so let us get into the verbal reasoning section of the ability test. The first 20 questions. Alright, so there are 40 items on this test. Each has only one correct answer. Read each item carefully. Then shade the corresponding letter of the answer you have chosen. Alright, so for items 1 to 3, select the word that best completes each statement. Question 1 reads, coffee is to cup as soup is to. Now, what is the relationship between coffee and cup? Well, we drink coffee from a cup. What do we drink soup from? We drink soup from a bowl. Next one. Question 2. Flower is to petal as book is to. You have to ask yourself, what is the relationship between the flower and the petal? The petal is a part of the flower. Now, which of these options is a part of a book? Is shelf a part of a book? No. Is library a part of a book? No. Is dictionary a part of a book? No. But chapter is a part of a book. Moving on to question 3. Story is to fiction as movie is to. Now, as again, you have to look at the relationship between the first pair. Story is to fiction. Now, fiction is a type of story. Now, we are going to have to look at the options that we see to see which one of these options is a type of movie. So we have horror, popcorn, ticket, and cinema. The only type of movie that is there is horror. Alright, for items 4 and 5, it says select the word that does not belong in the group. Now, for question 4, we have TikTok, Facebook, hashtag, Instagram. This one is very easy. As you can see, you all know that TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, they are all social media apps, while hashtag is not. So hashtag is the odd one out there. Alright, so for question 5, it says examination, question, test, and quiz. Now let us look to see how the ones in the group are alike and try to find the one that is different. We have examination, question, test, and quiz. Now quiz and test, basically the same thing. Likewise examination. So the odd one out there would be question. Now the words in the table below are alike in some way. Use them to answer item 6. Now we have calm, peaceful, quiet, and serene. Now it says, which of the following is not like the words in the table? We have silent, hushed, still, and noise. And again, this one is very easy. Noise is the option there. For items 7 and 8, select the option that is a necessary component of the word in bold. Now, for questions like these, you have to ask yourself which one of the options the word in bold cannot do without. Now, we have cell phone. Can you have a cell phone without credit? Yes, you can have cell phone without credit. Can you have cell phone without WhatsApp? Yes, you can have cell phone without WhatsApp. Can you have a cell phone without a battery? No, it needs a power supply. Therefore, we can't have a cell phone without a battery. So the answer there is C. Question 8. Necessary component of the word in bold. We have bathroom. Now, we have the options here are water, bathtub, mirror, and rug. Now, this is not a difficult choice. You cannot have a bathroom without water in it, right? It's not be a bathroom without water. So the only option there is water. Question 9, it says identify which month comes next in the series. All right, so it's a series question, so you have to identify a pattern. Now you have from March and it goes to June. So it goes from March to June. So it skips out April and May and goes to June. So for the first one, it skips out 2 months, right? Then it went from June to September. So it skipped out July and August. It skipped out 2 more months. Now, the pattern is that we're skipping 2 months out. So after September, we would have October and November, and then we'd go to December if 2 months is skipped out. So that's B for item 9. For item 10, arrange the following stages in ascending order. Ascending order means from the smallest stage to the largest stage, or from smallest to largest. All right, so we're going to look for the smallest one. All right, so you can't get smaller than a baby, right? Unless you'd have fetus here, but we don't have that. So we have baby and that's 4. So clearly we know that our answer would start with 4. So we can eliminate B and we can eliminate D. All right, so after baby, the options that are there are teenager and adult and senior citizen. After baby, well, we go straight into teenage. That's the other one that is there. So teenager, so it's 4-1, and then adult 4-1-3-2. Which one is 4-1-3-2? That's C. Paper is very easy so far. For items 11 to 13, select the word that, for items 11 to 13, select the most appropriate words to complete each sentence. All right, so dash from losing the race on sports day, the injury will not dash my chances of getting a scholarship. So the first one says apart. Now, apart as in the letter A and part, the word part, that has to do with section. So definitely that cannot be an option. All right, so we can basically eliminate option A and option C. So we have B and D to look at. So the word apart is one word that we're going to use. It means besides, all right, or an alternative to. So we're going to look at the B and D as a possible option. Now, the second part of the sentence said, the injury will not dash my chances. All right, so the injury will not affect my chances. All right, effect is the result of something. So the option there is D. All right, for items 12, we have dash are the results from yesterday's basketball games. So we have ear as in the ear on your head. We have ear as in right here. We have ear as in the animal. And then we have ear as in a position or something that you're entitled to. All right, so the one that we're going to select here is B. Question 13. Over the dash of a year, dash are only 4 months that have 30 days. All right, so we have course and course. Now, one has to deal with direction, one has to deal with texture. All right, so course in this sense has nothing to do with texture, so we can eliminate D and B because that course has to deal with texture. So let us look at the second part. Over the course of the year, dash there are only, so we're not showing any ownership here now. So the option there for 13 is A. Let me draw this properly. All right. It says read the passage carefully, then select the best option in in items 14 to 17. The cell phone. Over the last 20 years, the cell phone has become an increasingly important device for humans. It is also clearer than before that human beings have a need for frequent communication. When someone leaves home without his cell phone, he feels incomplete and there is a great urge to return home for it. Not having one cell phone is like losing an arm or a leg. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876, he may have imagined that in modern societies, the need to communicate quickly would have become a necessary part of society development. He may also have thought that someone like Martin Cooper in 1973 would have built on his work to invent the cell phone almost 100 years later. All right, so the first question for item 14 says, which statement about the cell phone is supported by the passage? All right, cell phones were first used as cameras. No, it didn't say that. Humans like to have the latest smartphones. It didn't say that either. The first cell phones were iPhone and Samsung. It didn't say that either. Cell phones were developed over a long period of time. Well, basically, the passage supports that. All right, both Alexander Graham Bell and Martin Cooper dash the invention of the cell phone. We have contributed to, paid for, witnessed, waited for. No, they didn't witness it. They didn't wait for it. They didn't pay for it, but they contributed to it in some way because Alexander Graham Bell was the first to invent telephone. Then Martin Cooper used his idea to develop the cell phone. So they both contributed to the invention of the cell phone. Question 16. Alexander Graham Bell dash Martin Cooper. So it was over 100-year span. So more likely they didn't communicate with each other. They didn't compete against each other. May not have known each other. Definitely knew. So no, it didn't know him. So it may have not have known him. All right. So question 17. Over which period has a cell phone's popularity increased the most? The last 20 years. So that would be 2000 to 2020. Okay, so the words in bold are from an artificial language. Beside each word is its meaning in English. Now use them to help you answer item 18. So we see FREIHAUF as a part of the artificial language, right? And we see NG Berg, which means yellow truck, Slattern off, which means large airport. So we can see off, not the fraction of now, but HAUF, which means large in both of them. Right? But realize where this large comes first in English, but it comes the second part of the term in the artificial language. Alright, so we're going to look for this large in the second part of the term in the artificial language because it has large in it. Now it says which word is likely to mean large truck. Now, in this part in artificial language in the second term, it says NG Berg means yellow truck. So that truck would be NG because it comes second, so it would be the first part of the artificial language. So we're going to have to look for NG off. Let's see if that's an option. Yes, it is an option. That's option B. We don't need to eliminate there. All right. So moving on to items 19. It says 5 cars are in a race. Car A is at the front, followed by car B, then car C, then D, and lastly car E. All right, so let us see if we can draw out these cars. And I'm going to put them not in how you would have A, B, C, D, but I'm going to put them as we are going in this direction. All right, so we have A, B, C, D, and E. All right, so we're going in this direction. That's the direction of the race. All right, let me put that right there. So car A is in front. All right, now let us see. It says car C overtakes A and B. So this is car C now. Whoops. Pass A and B. So C ends up right here. Right? So move C from there, exit out. Alright? So the next part of it says car D then overtake 3 cars. So here comes car D now. Fastest car. Whoops. So it passes B, passes A, and it passes C. So this becomes car D, and we X out D from there. Now it says which car ends up in the middle. So we have 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4, and 5. So which one is in the middle? It would be car A. And you realize car A is not option A. Car A is at option D. So you have to be careful with that. Alright. Now it says use a conclusion in the box below to answer item 20. Alright, so Nia attends karate classes. Alright, so it says Nia attend karate classes. We are sure of that Nia attends karate classes. Now it says which 2 statements may best support the conclusion. Alright, so which 2 statements? We have Nia's school offers swimming and karate class. Well, that may support that she goes to karate class. But let us read. We have Lorraine has karate lessons with Jonas. Then Jonas attends swimming and karate classes. Now, so option 2, as in the 2 in Roman numeral, doesn't have anything to do with Nia attending karate classes because they didn't mention anything about Nia. And Jonas attends swimming and karate classes. Jonas and Nia are in the same class. All right. So Lorraine attends swimming classes with Nia. So swimming has nothing to do with karate. So 5 is out and 2 is out. As in the Roman numeral, 5 and 2 is out. All right. So if 2 is out, then it couldn't be A. If 2 is out, it could not be B. And if 2 is out, it could not be D. So they put in 2 there to make it easier for you. So the only one there would be 2 and option C. So it's Jonas attends swimming and karate classes, right? And Jonas and Nia are in the same class. So it's the option C. So we're at the end of our video. Stay tuned to the channel and click that bell notification so when we upload part 2, you'll be able to see it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.